Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to see a very amazing chess game that was played by Magnus Carlsen in the recent event of World Rapid Championship 2022. Okay, this game was played by Carlsen against Parham Maghsoodloo, and this is the final round, round number 13 of the championship. Okay, let's see how the game begins. It started with the move pawn to e4, c5, knight f3, d6, pawn to d4, pawn takes, knight takes, and this is the Sicilian defense. Okay, so and here black has decided to go for knight f6, knight c3, and knight to c6. This is the classical variation of Sicilian defense. Okay, so it continues with the move bishop to g5, pawn to e6, queen d2, pawn e6, then long castle by white, bishop to d7. Both the players are just developing their pieces and continuing with the theoretical line. Okay, this is just the theoretical line, and white has done with the castling as well. White has not yet decided where do he want to keep his light square bishop. Okay, that soon he is going to see. Okay, but here it continues with f3 first. Okay, not to allow any kind of knight g4 in the future. Okay, so here knight takes d4, queen takes d4, bishop to e7, king to b1. A very amazing move. Okay guys, if you are a Sicilian player, like as a white, if you are getting the Sicilian positions, it's always recommended to go king b1 at some point, like pretty early. Okay, to avoid this kind of attack on, like on the c file, which is an open file for black, so the attack could come there from the black. So just to avoid that attack and use a move of king to b1, and also like it the a pawn also gets secured. Okay, gets extra protected in future if you want to move the knight somewhere, so this pawn will not be in the trouble. Okay, and here then black played the move pawn to b5, and I'm not very sure about this move. The reason is black has not castled yet, and without castling he's trying to attack, which sometimes doesn't go with the main ideas. Okay, usually you should castle, all your pieces should be placed perfectly, then it's a good idea to go for the castling. So but here he decided to go a little bit of the early attack, continues with the move pawn to h4 by white. Okay, and this is what happens in the Sicilian defense. White attacks on the king side, black attacks on the queen side. In any kind of the structure, when there is a opposite side castling, okay, this is the main idea. Both the players try to attack with their pawns and try to reach towards the opponent's king. Those who reaches the first with lot of attack have the chances. Okay, so here it continues with rook to b8, pawn to g4, pawn b4 by black, just simple knight e2 saving the knight, then pawn a5, knight to g3, queen to c7, bishop back to e3, then rook to c8. Now you can see already there is an attack on the c2, so just rook to h2. Okay, this is a very nice and a multi-purpose move. First it is saving the pawn. Okay, and also in the future white can play a move like the other rook to h1 and can double up and can use this for the attack. Okay, so that's why I like this move a lot, the way he has saved the attack on the c2 with a long term planning. Okay, so it continues with pawn to d5, then pawn to e5, then castling by black. Finally, black has castled. Here, one thing to notice, white cannot take, because then black will take the knight and then the rook will also hang. Okay, so here it continues with bishop e6 by white, attacking the rook. So rook has to move on the a8, then bishop back to d3, rook fc8, then queen to f4. Now there is no more pin of this pawn. Okay, so black is have to move this knight now, so he moved it to the e8 as it was under attack, then g5. Okay, as you can already see, lot of white pieces and the pawns are there on the king side to attack this black king going for the black king. Even the bishops, we cannot definitely ignore the bishops. Other rook, this looks like it may not be attacking, but in one move it will reach and it will also start to attack on the opponent's king. Okay, so here it continues with the move bishop to c5, exchange of bishops, then pawn to h5 by white, bishop to b5. This was a kind of a mistake. Here I would say a better move was to play a move like queen to e7, as there is lot of attack coming up. But bishop b5, and here Carlsen find an amazing idea, that is he went for bishop takes h7 check. Okay, because after king takes h7, now there is a g6 check, then just pawn takes, then queen to f7, and like you can see there is nothing left here for now for black. It plays g5, and after the move pawn to h6, yeah, Maghsoodloo finally decided to resign because the threat is pawn takes pawn is coming with a check mate. Okay, and like there is no particular way to save or to go for any kind of counter attacks, and this way Magnus has won this 13th round. Magnus has won this game and also the championship of this year. Okay, hope you have enjoyed this video. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more such videos.